So this is what we're replacing, and now that it doesn't have any of the original stereo radio components, then this is going. And here's the back part. So this is the back part of those buttons that you saw, the green buttons, and you can see in the back, in the distance there as well, that there is a plug socket that goes into the back of that unit, and that's what we're replacing it with today. A double set of chargers, and it'll go on just like that and be available from the rear seats. And so the wires here, you've got an ignition live, which is green and purple, green and orange, I think it is. And then the other one is black, just a standard earth. And I'm making a little jumper here. You can see just about crimping the spade terminals on to go and connect to the rear of my chargers. There we go, right there. So back at the bench here, the I've had to sand the edge of this down. I 3D printed it, a little bit oversized, but it fits nicely now. And I'm just going to go and clamp these two chargers in. They're a little bit tight. And once they're screwed in, so I'm going to screw them from the back with an additional plate, which will then press against those lugs that you can see sticking out. So it'll be a sandwich, basically clamped between the two 3D printed brackets that you can see there. So if you really wanted to, you could do this. You didn't have to 3D print it. You could do it with a piece of plywood, spray it black, cut it out of metal. I'm putting two on, so if you were going to do it with only one, and just have one charging point instead of the two, then you wouldn't even need to make. The only thing I'm missing now, I think, is putting on some tape onto the two spade terminals outside. So I'm using self-amalgamating tape rather than sticky tape, electrical tape, because it'll last a lot longer. See here, I put a tiny bit of glue just across it so that the next time somebody takes this off, they can see that that's just holding it on. So they can just crack that off, but it should stop it rattling. So there we go. Not the neatest, but that's on there forever now. So let's put a little bit on. I've lost the roll now. Oh, there it is. And let's put a little bit on these other two. Just have to take the backing off. And let's put a little bit on these. You basically just have to stretch it, and then it will, as soon as it touches itself, it will just kind of mold together. Oops. Okay, let's do the positive one. It's also really useful for hose pipes, because as it is rubber that just glues to itself, it also is good for fixing holes in hose pipes. Okay, so here we are. I have the thing all tight. Positive this one. There we go. A negative there. I don't know how much you can see there. There we go. And then positive is this one there, and negative there. Okay, now this seat belt has to fish through the little gap. And then that clips back down there. They always make such a lovely noise, these things. How's the clip work? Okay, so it slides under. So it all slides under like that. There we go. And then there's one screw down here, which could be, it's this one. Lovely. Let's test it. Okay. Oh, there is a light on. You can't really see it. But... So there it is. Charge is fine. Little lights on because the ignition's on. And yeah, that's a job well done. Very happy. And all it took was undoing the one screw there, sliding this unit out, and then the plug underneath has the green and, what did I say it was? Green and orange, I think, and the black. Connect them straight in, job done.